In this video, we're going to talk about the protists in the supergroup Amoebozoa. Some general characteristics of Amoebozoa include the fact that they might be unicellular, multicellular, or unicellular with large multinucleated cells. Amoebozoa also have pseudopodia, and if we look at the word, pseudo means false or fake, and podia refers to feet. So these are also known as false feet. And these are involved in transportation, which would really mean motility. So the ability of the cell to move around in its environment. It can also help with mixing cytoplasm so that nutrients get distributed around inside the cell. And these often look like these, little feet or cytoplasmic extensions coming out of the cell. Some amoebozoa are free-living, whereas others are parasitic. And the subgroups we're going to talk about are the gymnamoeba and the plasmodial slime molds and cellular slime molds. The gymnamoeba, and I apologize for the typo here, the gymnamoeba are also known as lobos amoebae, and they might be naked or shelled. And shelled just means that they have a protective test, and this test is just kind of another word for a shell or a coating around it. And you can see those pseudopodia really well in these pictures here. So these little extensions here are the pseudopodia. You can see them on this image as well. Plasmodial slime molds are another type of amoebozoa. They are similar to fungi, and typically the word mold is actually associated with fungi, but these are protists. These slime molds have large multinucleate cells, and they have two different stages to their life cycle. In their feeding stage, they can be an amorphous blob of slime engulfing food, and that is what is being shown in this picture here. And this is actually known as the dog vomit slime mold, and you can see that it looks kind of like dog vomit. When it's in the mature stage, it takes on this net-like appearance that can form these fruiting bodies, which are called sporangia. So sporangium right here is singular, and this is the net-like kind of base to it. Next are the cellular slime molds, and these are really interesting. When there are abundant nutrients in the environment, they can survive as independent amoeboid cells. But in times of environmental stress, when nutrients are low, they can actually form a colony that is called a slug. And you can see in this slug here, some of the cells form a stalk, and then some form a fruiting body at the top. And it's interesting because the cells that form the stalk eventually are going to die. And it's only the cells that are in the fruiting body that are going to reproduce and release spores. And hopefully these spores find an environment that is favorable for them to grow and reproduce.